Another element is the AI gold rush. And we all are reading every day what happened in the market. Believe me, if it comes down to the enterprises, the story is a little bit different. The scale is not given yet. Good morning, and thanks for being here. I'm Ulrich Seibold, based in Germany, and I'm leading our worldwide service provider business and the ISVs. In our industry, we always do have a lot of buzzwords, and it's always difficult to focus. And this is something I would like to discuss with you. What are the focus areas we should think about? The great VM reset, what does it mean? It's not just a virtual machine. The AI gold rush, it should not be just selling GPU as a service. And security and resiliency, it's not about the backup or the security part itself, it's about what happens if you need to recover your data. These are the three elements I want to talk with you today. Okay, the great VM reset. As I said, there is a unique opportunity in the market and a lot of pain for many of us. So there's the opportunity we need to think about, and we can rebuild our business. And that's our strategy from an HPE perspective, our Cloud Ops Suite. What does we mean by that? It's not just a virtual machine. Yes, you can think about that's important, but use the time because most or many of you anyhow need to build a new business model. So please think about what does it mean to build a new operation, how to provide data, what is the governance structure I'm building, can I optimize my cost structure? Think about those elements, and for that we brought together a bunch of software elements. Everything is on Morpheus Enterprise. That's a management environment in a multi-cloud, multi-vendor environment. Independent where the data or the structure is coming from the edge, from a data center, from a hyperscaler, independent from HPE infrastructure. All software you have in place, all hardware vendors you do have in place, all different clouds, SaaS providers, you can manage through one single management tool. And this is Morpheus Enterprise. And for that, we added the observability environment, it's OpsRAM from a software perspective, because you need to monitor those elements as well. So think about, if you talk about the VM reset, not just, oh, how can I deploy virtual machines? That you can do with VME on one hand, so a KVM-based hypervisor, but think about how to restructure your own operation to be efficient for the future, and in particular being able to operate a hybrid multi-vendor, multi-cloud environments. That's one of the elements. Another element is the AI gold rush. And we all are reading every day what happened in the market. Believe me, if it comes down to the enterprises, the story is a little bit different. The scale is not given yet. Every use case, every opportunity, every customer environment is different. And many of the partners struggling to scale because of the individualized opportunities. It's not just the LLM, it's much more. And this is the home turf, I would say, where you as a service provider should play. So, yes, you might need to be able to operate a GPU as a service, but this cannot be your main business, because the neoclouds, they will be much more efficient. They have a totally different business model. BlackRock or others, they're investing billions of dollars in these data centers. They are fully equipped, and then they think about how to get customers. Your business model might be different. Your business model might be more in the area how to find customers, how can I operate, what kind of data do I work with? And this is for me a very important topic, so please think about if you build an AI environment, not just GPUs, think about in partnerships how to operate these environments on one element, but even more important, what type of data, what kind of service are you able to offer? Because we know, and it's very similar what I said already from an VM reset perspective, data are coming from OT, IT systems, from the edge, from data center, from hyperscaler. And you need to be able to manage those environments in an efficient way. And if you are not able doing that, please work with partners, with consulting companies, being able to build that model. GPU as a service, you will not, I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe you will not be able to survive. Then I come later if you talk about the security aspects, if you talk about the sovereignty aspects. This is, for us here in Europe, a super hype. If you talk to Americans, they don't care, or other geographies. For us, it's super important. So use the time until every customer is thinking about what can I do, what's possible from a sovereign perspective. That's good, because you have an opening pitch. In reality, if it costs more, and it will, most of the customers are not ready yet. That's very interesting in Europe. We all talk about, oh, we are impacted by the global situation, but we are not willing, or customers are not willing, to pay more for a dedicated service. So our idea on that side is that we provide all our software technology. Remember, I talked already about Morpheus and Opsram, the HPE GreenLake platform. We provide it to selected service providers, some, not hundreds, but some per country. And we give you, let's say, an open book, so you will operate those environments for HPE. From a data perspective, this is important because not everything might run in your data center. So the AI fabric, that's super important. You need to build a data maturity model, being able to cluster the data, to know where the data are, access all the, you know, these things, right? This is super important. So data fabric, the data maturity model, this is the beginning of every structure. And without that, your AI opportunities might not be successful. Coming to the third pillar I talked about. So the security and the resilience imperative. And this is a very broad environment. You heard it already. The speaker before talked about sovereignty. I will come just shortly to that. But think about, there are many, many aspects of sovereignty. It's data or security. It's data sovereignty on one hand. It's access security. There are so many aspects. So please define by yourself what is the service you want to provide to your customer. This can be only simple infrastructure security, so firmware-based environments. It could be on the networking part, and HP bought roughly 40 different companies the last couple of years, most companies in the networking space. Think about the acquisition of Juniper, for example, with a great new data center technology, firewall technology, user access management, all kinds of aspects you need, getting or secure the access from outside, but as well secure the application from inside of your data center. Then if you talk about data assurance and recovery, still today I talk often to partners, they're talking about backup. The backup is not relevant in my eyes. It's how to, if you need it, how to bring back your data. And we have some elements here. Certo, you might have heard about that software company. You can buy service and you can provide it as a service provider where you sell a service to your end customer, a minute, a day, an hour, whatever it is. So if they get from a criminal company encrypted their application or their data, with that type of service, depending on what the customer bought, they can recover in a minute, in an hour, in a day. And they're losing only a minute or an hour. These kind of services customers are looking for because this gives them a lot of security and feel much better. And then the last topic on that side is the cyber trust. It's interesting. I thought, or we thought, it's very important to think about encrypt your own data. So, and we have a solution jointly with Thales. Thales is well known in the military and security space. We have a solution jointly with them. So bring your own key, basically, right? And this is something at the very beginning. Currently, customers are not yet there because you need to have a very dedicated process being able to recover your data. But if you believe you are in a critical situation and maybe foreign governors want to get access to your data, you can give it to them. They have no access. That's the good news on one side. On the other side, you need to have, as stated already, you need to be very, very dedicated. So this is the beginning of a journey. It's not, let's say, the key or the major, let's say, solution where customers looking for. But long term, it will come. That's what we believe. So if you are interested in that area, think about if that type of solutions might be helpful. And then I talked a little bit about the sovereignty piece. Sovereign is important, and what does it mean from us, from asset, from data security, data centers, all these aspects, but we are an American-based company. So at the end, what we are doing, we operate, or we open up all our management tool, our platform, the HPE GreenLake platform, and provide it to those service providers. So we call it partner-operated cloud, so managed 100% by you, no access from our side, no access from a software perspective, and even included a level 3 and level 4 support. So those are environments. If you are interested to have a deeper discussions, we are at booth F01, if I'm right, so the big booth in front of the hall. We would be happy and to see you there, to have a discussion, and to have a better deep dive in those areas. Thanks so much for being here, and have fun for the rest of the day.